Mike Cardano with Roto Experts and the Fantasy Sports Network here with your Daily Fantasy Minute. Now, there's mass confusion across the Major League Baseball daily fantasy landscape today, with the first slate of games on tap as everyone is throwing their ace, except the Mets. They're throwing the soon-to-be 42-year-old, 5'11", 270-pound Chubsy-Wubsy, Bartolo Colon. Now, the Dominican portly one pitched to a 7.02 ERA this spring, with batters hitting .348 against him, tossing to a whip of 1.68. You know what? None of that really counts today, and I'm inclined to actually use him in some situations. Now, this is going to be Colon's 7th opening day assignment. Now, you have to think that the wily veteran knows what he needed to do in spring training to get ready for opening day, and he's facing a Washington Nationals lineup that's missing more than 1/3 of its position starters. Denard Span out, Jason Worth out, Anthony Rendon out, and all that adds up to a decent chance that the Nationals offense will be, well, out. Now, with pitchers often ahead of hitters early on, I love crafty veteran pitchers at the beginning of the season. And this Nationals lineup appears to be ripe for Colon to school them, looking pretty anemic without 3 of its starters, and Ian Desmond, the only player in the lineup to ever take Bartolo Colon deep. Now, I know what you're saying. Mike, the Nationals are throwing Max Scherzer, and they're the biggest favorite on the board in Las Vegas. Colon is never going to be able to get a win. Well, first off, it's very hard to chase wins, as starting pitcher is just one component of the game. Second, it's very early in the season, first game, and it's hard to believe that any pitcher is going to go more than 6 innings, 7 tops. And third, with many of the same players as last season, the Mets were actually 20th in Major League Baseball in K rates against right-handed pitching. And they were also 19th in WOBA, so this may not be quite the mismatch the wagering public is making it out to be with Scherzer on the mound. Now, I'm starting Colon in multi-pitcher formats, and with the money you can save off the top pitchers, you can literally plug in Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton, Andrew McCutchen, or anybody you want for the difference in price. All right, now let's take a look at the weather around the league today, because as you know, April weather can often be dicey. We've got a 100% chance of weather at open-air ballparks today, and at this point, it really doesn't appear that we have any inclement weather issues to deal with. Just some wind in a few places. There's a very slight chance of some rain in Cincinnati during the game, and in Kansas City, well, we're on the lookout for a rogue thunderstorm. Be sure to double check that everyone you have in your lineups is playing today. There is nothing worse than losing when playing daily fantasy because you simply didn't double check to see if all your guys were in their lineups or if games were being postponed. I'm Mike Cardano, and this has been your Daily Fantasy Minute.